What is up, 5-star? You already know what time it is, man. This is long overdue. It's your boy, Chris Enzo, with the one, with the only, the guy that you know that has been working in cybersecurity and doing all kinds of things in the background world of software engineering. I'd like to say specifically customer management relations and working on the background of every membership and every brother that you've ever seen on the Fresh and Fit lifestyle. We got the one, the only, Bayethe. You might know him as Malachi. I know him as Bayethe. Bayethe, welcome to the 5-star live stream. It is good to have you in Fort Lauderdale, my boy. Go ahead and let them know who you are, where we at, and what we doing today, bruv.
Yo, it's Bayethe. I'm the software guy, the tech guy, behind the scenes, just running everything that you see on the front end. So, nice to meet you all finally.
Yo, facts, bro. And this is long overdue, man. So before I even get started, we got to really catch the people up on like the history, dog. We've been locked in for damn near about over 2 years now, dog. Literally. Tell them how you and me met for the first time. What was you doing? What was you locked in with? And how did that bring you over to me?
So, this all started when I was watching Fresh and Fit, and I was joining the community. I remember the day I joined the CEO network was April 14th or something, April 12th. And then literally after that, it was April 2nd. And then after that, they had the first yacht party and the live event. And then I went to that live event. And I purchased a ticket, flew down to Miami. This is like 2024.
24, 23.
April. It was like end of April 2024.
I pitched Matchmaker 2024.
Yeah, so this is end of April 2024.
They had two events. That live event live event for that was April.
Yes.
24?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I went down there, I met everybody, and then next thing you know, I have this guy up here presenting Matchmaker. Everyone was stunned. It was a crazy idea. And even Meyer and Fresh were perplexed about it. And I was like, I liked it. I like looking at people. I like looking at people. Talking to new people about their ideas and everything. And I looked at Chris and I was like, no, let me talk to him and see where his thought process is at and everything. And I vibed with him. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was a good vibe too, man. And like, to be honest, I remember I'm chilling in this new apartment that I got in Miami. There's a whole Castle Club thing going on. So we have a whole brotherhood. And one day out of nowhere, I'm getting hit with like a Zoom call. Right? Is that how? Do you remember how that went down? Because in my mind, I don't even know how it happened. You just came out of nowhere. You were offering value. You had all these ideas that you were pitching to me, and I recognized where you were coming from because your background is very much similar and overlaps with my background in the world of e-commerce and, of course, digital entertainment.
Yeah. So this is 2024. So what ended up happening is I was watching Fresh and Fit. I joined CEO Network in April 2024. Then I went to the yacht party, met you because you gave that pitch, talked to you afterwards. And then after that, I was in the Castle Club for a long time. And they had like the city groups then and everything. And I think one of them was like, once the city groups like broke up and had just the main one or something, I think it was like Castle Club Premium. That's when I brought you in. No, we met somewhere before then. How do we meet? No, we met that day. But I introduced you to go into the Castle Club. So there was somewhere in between Discord. No, it wasn't Discord. I don't remember.
Bro, I don't even know how you found me. I just remember one day you hit me up. I'm getting a phone call. You pitching all this shit. And boom, we're on a Zoom call. And I'm like, yo, I fuck with all the value that you're trying to offer my way. Because at the time, I had just offered Matchmaker. And now I had my own version of a website that I built for it. But yours seems so much better because you knew how to bring the value in terms of a whole CRM, customer relationship management thing.
Did I just hit you up out of the blue?
Straight like that.
Okay.
Straight like that.
There you go.
That shit was wild, bro. That was crazy.
I think I did. I probably just hit you. I probably just went through all my Instagrams of people I follow me and follow back and everything. I probably just hit you up, and then we scheduled something, a meeting and everything, and we just went off from there.
Facts.
And we just kept talking. We vibed together this whole time. We did the whole matchmaker. I made websites and stuff. And that was really 2024 is literally when I think I started my first business. Because the reason why I started my business was literally because of I was tired. I couldn't find an internship for school. I couldn't get an internship. Yeah. So I just went and interned myself. Started my own business, interned myself. So
that's the way you do it. This is not a content house. It's a contract house. We'll get more into that soon.
Yeah.
I hope you stay tuned for that later, right? So, all right. Castle Club was very much Myron's thing, but you're way more well known at the time for CEO Network. In fact, some could say you were the fucking CEO Network at that time, right? So explain the different relationships before we go forward here between your relationship with Fresh and your relationship with Myron.
I really wasn't talking to no one really there interacted with Myron. Myron's like his own island. No one really, unless you're on the team, like in the studio team, you're not really interacting with Myron, like rarely. He's an in-person guy unless you're doing unless you're on the calls.
Right.
So, and like I said, Fresh is kind of the same way too. Fresh, Fresh will hit me up for some stuff to do some tech stuff for him and everything, and I'll do the stuff for him and stuff for him. But I'll DM him some things, ask him about some things too as well. But they're kind of like in their own islands and stuff. But like I'll still know like popular in the CEO Network and stuff, and Castle Club because I was like the tech guy helping everyone else, providing value, giving insight about the tech thing, about this whole AI, because everyone had questions about AI, but really didn't know where to start or know where to go, and then just giving them feedback on how to approach it and where to start, and especially since like the tech field has changed dramatically in the past few years. So yeah. A lot of people were like, okay, where do I start? What do I do? And everything. So a lot of the knowledge is right now in the on the internet is just based off of during that time was just based off of prior things they knew about. Okay, maybe I just get a degree. Do I need to get a degree? Do I need to go to school? Do I need to pay for this? And they came to me and I answered their questions. So that's what value I was providing in the Castle Club Premium.
And now, keep in mind, our brothers are going to actually see this. It's going to be all clipped up. You're bringing people down memory lane right now, right? Why is it that when we were all networking and communicating, you were literally perceived as the CEO Network? Other than Fresh wearing the CEO Network shit on the show, you, behind the scenes on the background, were the CEO Network.
Bro, I was the
Why?
most active person. I was literally the most active person through CEO Network, through Castle Club Premium. I was literally the most active person through and through.
What brought about that passion? What gave you that fire? And why is it that everybody knew you? If they wanted to lock in or get close, they felt like they needed to go through you.
It was literally momentum. Like ever since I joined CEO Network, the day after those, I think one of the guys in CEO Network mentioned that Mo needed a website built for testimonials, and I literally jumped on that offer right there. And then I went to then I saw they did the live event. I was like, no, I will go to the live event, introduce myself to Mo, so Mo knows me face to face on who's doing the project and everything. And then I used that, and then also Castle Club kept going. I was interacting with Castle Club a lot, so that people knew my face. I was super into the show a lot. So I was the tech guy, or it was Lord Malachi. Just simple. I used my same name all the way across. I was the tech guy, so everyone knew who I was when I super chatted into the show. And then also going towards, because there's another meetup for CEO Network. I was in there as well. I was there for the whole time. And yeah, it's just basically momentum all the way through, because like the more momentum you have, you want to stay on their mind the whole time. Especially if you're promoting them and everything. You see it active and everything. So they remember you. They put a face to a name, and they also know that you're actually serious about the stuff and everything. They too as well. Because this type of relationship with the things, I analyze Fresh and Myron. They are people that, especially when people who interacting with a huge audience all the time, it's hard for them to know who's who and everything. Unless they're being constant reinforcement and everything. And to be able to centralize a hub kind of like a Google, like How is Google supposed to know you unless
Like
you
a
have
database.
Yeah. How is Google supposed to know you don't have a Google profile? That's how they associate you with everything. So that's basically what I did. And yeah, it was just momentum throughout the way.
Bruv. All right. So one of the things that actually comes to mind right now is that you had like an ATV adventure with Fresh. What are some key notable experiences that you could remember for the time that you were in the CEO network that stands out to you?
Like best experiences?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. Like I build websites now for a living. I used to hate websites.
Yeah.
I was when I was in college. I have a bachelor. I graduated college with a bachelor's in computer science. I'm a back end developer, which basically means everything on the there's the database, there's the back end, there's the front end. Front end is what you see on the front end side, what the client sees. So literally, I was the back end developer, pretty much everything you see behind the scenes. And I hated the front end because that's all basically design work, and I'm not the design guy.
Right.
But literally, it's kind of funny was, even though I hated that, I jumped when the first opportunity was to build a website, and it actually taught me how to learn to build a website and everything throughout the time. And what ended up starting me to make a business in like September 2024, doing website builds for people and everything. So, but this all started because I joined CEO Network.
And then you basically told me that you went out of your way to lock in and specialize on these skill sets during that time, or was it right before?
So it's like, the concept. It's only one of those things the concept of, but you just never had a project that required you to fully build it out. So I knew how to build websites. I just never had a project that required me to do it, or I just never had the need to do it. But finally, the thing came my way. I took it over, and I did it, and it was a fun time, basically, because it was a learning curve for me.
Big facts. So then we could fast forward to like the end or the departure with the Castle Club. Mm-hmm. How did your relationship with the Castle Club end?
Well, I would say before we get to that,
or the CEO. Okay.
I would say before we get to that, as actually because I joined CEO Network, it introduced me to the software. So I paid for one of these guys' courses in CEO Network because I just went. It was for sales, learning about sales. I was like, I know I suck at sales the most, so let me pay and learn about the sales. So I paid $1,000 to the guy, and I didn't do jack shit in the sales course. But
was it like behind the paywall of something from FNF, or was it?
No, it wasn't FNF. One of the guys in CEO Network had a course.
Okay.
So, but I didn't learn anything about. He was like my age, making six figures. No, he was like 2 years younger than me, making six figures, doing basically like sales calls for people, like setters and closers. And stuff.
Chino?
He was working under. No, Chino was working for him. Chino was working for him. It was Kyle Witherspoon. So
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he lives. I don't know if he still lives here in Miami.
We'll call him after. Say what up.
But I thank him a lot because I worked with him. And I said, let me make the website for you and everything, and introduced me to the software that he was using behind the scenes, which was called GoHighLevel. And that's literally when I first saw GoHighLevel the first time, which ended up being the cornerstone of my business today.
Amen, bro. Because I'm coming from the world of like Shopify, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shopify is fantastic for that like marketing, sales, e-commerce stuff. And it's really good with funnels. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Shopify is it's all disconnected. It takes like a million moving parts to get the one Frankenstein machine moving. But GoHighLevel provides that way for you to connect all the interconnected pieces that it takes for you to have a good back-end experience. Mm-hmm. So you can connect all the like social media or like the automations that you need. Give us a sauce about that, bro. Why did GoHighLevel spark your interest so high? And why did that become such a valuable resource that you then leverage into the network that you currently use?
Because GoHighLevel had basically everything. Like even at that point of time, like comparing now to then is like day and night because they do update so much. But like when I saw this platform for the first time, I was like, yo, this literally could do everything. Like right now for a business, like you had your website builds. It was my first time seeing a CRM, but like this CRM was like it was simple. It had one size fits all type of deal. It had
better
all
than
the
fucking
features.
HubSpot.
Yeah, because HubSpot is like more so. I would say if I put in the echelon, Salesforce is corporate level. HubSpot is like in between corporate and regular. It's like the middle ground, but it's more so leaned towards the corporate side. But like high level is like a one size fits all type of deal. And the thing I loved about high level is literally the thing that took off the whole time is the white label. You can white label high level, which basically means managing like Walmart, and then you erase Walmart's name and you put your own name on Walmart, and now you're doing the same. Still using Walmart stuff behind the scenes, but no one knows that. They just think it's your business, and that idea sparked my whole thing of like that. And now you can do affiliates too, where high level gave you like if you bring people on the platform, they'll give you 40% of the subscriptions each month. And I was like, well, high level things for subscription starts at $97, $300, and like $500. So like you bring on like 10 people.
Now you're making a business.
Yeah, well, you bring on 10 people. Now it's like, shoot. And it's just like, now I saw the way to go of like, and what really sold me, and actually I got credit to this guy, because I liked high level before, so it was like I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah.
But then when we had the CEO Network meetup in 2024, it was the August 1st. It was the weekend of August 1st. September, October. No. No, September 1st. Weekend September 1st, not August 1st. Because July, August, yeah. Okay, so yeah, September 1st. And what happened was, so there's a CEO Network meetup, and there's this guy called, is it Bismarck? No.
Bismarck? Like Bismarcky?
Is it Bismarck? Bro, I haven't talked to him so long. I feel so bad now. Biz or something. And bro, he was showing me high level too as well, but he showed me the other, like I only saw like a portion of high level compared to what he showed me.
Right.
Like he showed me it could do apps, white label, like it was so much more, and I was really sold on the whole thing completely. And that's what made me start my own business. And the fall, yeah, it was definitely September 1st. So because that's when I started my business next thing in September of 2024 using high level. And I got my own business, LLC and everything, and website and stuff. Yeah. So that was like the fire. That was like, he really put me on to high level. So I credit him for that. But I forgot Biz. I haven't talked to him in 2 years, bro. It's been so long.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, so get this. Before we even get to the part that I was bringing up, right? You know, the brotherhood has stayed strong. We got Dantes in the background. You already know what time it is, man. Shout out to how we all stay together. Mm-hmm. And when you brought up Big Mo, shout out to Big Mo. You guys already know what I said on the last episode. Mm-hmm. Shout out to that man who saved my life. You already know what time it is. So, okay. You were there when I pitched Matchmaker?
Yes.
You were in the audience?
Yes.
Okay, you see that. Mm-hmm. Then you know to bring me value in terms of the GoHighLevel skills that you have. You and me start linking up. Yo, there he is, Dantes in the back. You guys already know the brotherhood stays strong.
Oh,
he was at that event too.
I also want to. Wait, he was. I do remember him.
The Fresh and Fit live event.
Yeah, I do want to note that all this stuff was not practiced before. Like everything I did throughout that whole time period, I've never did before.
Learned right there on the spot.
It literally, it's all improv.
Nice.
All improv, like
learn on the go.
The momentum thing and everything. It made sense when when someone asked me about it, because I literally just made it up because everything just felt instinctual, just like going on throughout the whole way. So like, I don't know, it just felt like the right move. Just keep going forward, like over and over. So it's kind of weird. Like I never practiced before. Like during that time, it was a broke college to it, bro. Broke college to it.
So like you're basically a natural talent in that area at this point in time, objectively.
Yeah.
Learning on the go, application.
Bro, I'm an improv guy. Like I I do worse with scripts than
Like actual learning, applied learning.
like yeah. So like if you give me a script before I play, like I do worse with scripts than you just tell me, yo, this is the concept. Just fill out the rest with your skills.
Exactly. So like basically that's objectively how men learn. Men need to learn by getting out there, doing stuff, like being a carpenter on the spot, being a football player on the spot, doing something the same day, wrestling in the mud, riding a dirt bike. Men need that stuff. But the way that school systems are set up, where girls sit down and they read the books and they sit still, all that's much more of a house cat. That's much more girly. So like you're basically saying coming up in the school system and all these scripts and all this corporate bullshit don't float with you. That doesn't match your vibe. You need to be taught on the go or train yourself right there on the spot.
Yeah, like what's it called? I don't wait for opportunities. I go get them.
Right.
That's the reason why I started my business. Like I wasn't waiting. I was the most qualified person in the like just a quick background check on me, like school wise. Like I've been taking college classes.
Give us, what are you, Summa Cum Laude? Give us the whole vibes, bro. What's
Basically,
the portfolio?
Bro, I was taking college classes since middle school, since 8th grade. Graduated high school with 99 college credits, 2 associate's degrees, Summa Cum Laude.
Really? You were Summa Cum Laude?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
4.6 GPA. Never went underneath 4. I don't think I ever went underneath 4.6.
Shit.
Ever.
My
boy. Literally I only took 6 high school classes my whole life. Like every other class was all college level. So like I only took 6 high school total. So basically throughout my whole high school year. So like yeah, I was all academically. I got 4 full-ride scholarships. One was like to Rose-Hulman, which was like if people don't know Rose-Hulman, think of Carnegie Mellon.
Carnegie.
Right?
No problem, my boy. Wherever I am, you're always invited. Shout out to Plan B, Joe. You already know what time it is. And you got to come back on the podcast so I can teach you how to do all these technical things. Keep going.
Yeah. So if you don't know, if you know MIT and Ivy League, that's like top level, right?
Right.
And then Carnegie Mellon is like right there underneath like MIT in that sense. And then Rose-Hulman is like a comparison to Carnegie Mellon. It was like a $50,000 a year school. Had a full ride offer there. That Ohio State and then like 2 other colleges. And I chose Ohio State over Rose-Hulman because what ended up happening was like Rose-Hulman, I had 99 college credits and stuff. They wouldn't take my credits.
Nice.
Even though it came with an associate's degree.
They wouldn't or they would?
They wouldn't took all of them.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I ended up going to a university that would take all my credits towards the end, and that's universities are stupid, bro.
Yeah, it was dumb because they lied about it. Like basically what they said was machine. It was under the discretion of the department head whether the credits will be accepted. And then when I talked to the department head is like, well, no, it's under the registrar for it to apply. And I literally sent a note. And he had a phone call with me and everything. I literally sent the note to them like, yo, this is what it says in the registrar rules. And this is what they told me in the email. And then he was like, well, even so, we're not still taking it. And I was like, okay, fuck off. I don't need you guys. So I went to Ohio State, full ride, had a full dorm and everything, single dorm, life and everything. So everything was paid for. Had a stipend. They were paying me to go there. Right. Had a stipend and everything. So that's just background thing. But then I transferred from Ohio State to Akron, University of Akron, because so basically throughout this whole journey in life and everything I learned, my dad put me in college classes in 8th grade. We actually opened myself up to learning about the world and everything, thinking stuff and looking at and being aware. And then I ended up being aware of this whole school system and everything, how fraudulent it is and everything, going in through it and everything, how there's so much filler and how fake it was. And then the whole Rose-Hulman thing situation, and then next thing you know, I'm at Ohio State, and they have people in the software program writing code on paper for exams. I'm like, bro, we're in 2020, what was this, 2022, 2021, and we're writing code on paper? Like AI
is here, baby.
AI is here,
And why are we
we're
doing
writing
this?
code on paper for these exams
Because they haven't caught up. Blah blah blah. There's people graduating high school right now that can't read. We're like, bro, we're cooked. The school system has been cooked.
So, if for people who don't understand about coding or anything, to be able to write code on paper is such a high level of understanding of it that this is the first class.
Right.
So these dudes are not understanding it; they're just memorizing it. So it's not about understanding. The students are just memorizing it and just putting on and doing it in class and writing on the exam.
Basically like a bot.
Yeah, and so they're not even really learning it. And here's the catch. So it's not in the it's Java. It was about Java, but it's not the library Java. If I had to translate this in the real world, think about like everyone in the world learns English, or like everyone in the U.S. learns English, right?
Yeah.
But it's easy to look up the words in English and everything because everyone learns English.
Right.
So a college decides to bypass the fact and build their own library of English, which is basically like a sub-dialect of it, and decides to quiz everyone on that instead. And so that you can't cheat. Because if you find that, try to look up that dialect online, they'll know it's you.
Right.
Or posting everything. Because it's only pertaining for them. So that's the crazy part about this was like, why are you teaching us a language that doesn't apply to the real world?
Doesn't fucking matter.
Like,
why are you giving us bullshit?
Everyone learns Java. So literally, they actually,
they had college is such a scam,
bro.
dog.
They lost the department, the computer science department lost.
I have my bachelor's degree, by the way, and I'm telling you, it's a fucking scam.
Yeah, the computer science department lost money because when J.P. Morgan Chase had to choose between the computer science and some other department, business department, to give money to. They chose a business because they had complaints about the students not knowing how to code in Java because by the time they were doing internships there, they already forgot about how to learn Java because they learned the fake Java that the school was teaching.
You know, I've hired a developer before, and I had to let him go because he was using Java, and I hated it. I wanted him to use an HTML5 at the time. Does that resonate with you?
So HTML is like fake code. HTML. Okay. Java is like the real, like old school. That's really like
no. He was using Joomla. That's what it was. You ever heard of that? Joomla.
No.
Not even JavaScript. Joomla.
I've never heard of that.
Bro, garbage, dog. Garbage code.
No. But like I said, that was literally they're writing code on paper. I'm the dude. I'm the type of coder where like I go find the answer. Like I'm not the one who knows like, okay, you give me something, I'm able to find the answer because all that's code. It's all about trial and error. I'm not the memorized guy because what ends up happening is if you're the memorized guy and you run to a roadblock, you don't know how to surpass that roadblock. You start panicking
because you can't think because you don't know.
Yeah, because you're only used to memorizing on the board. Like I have seen that in real time. I have a friend, an employee for a period of time who's the memorized guy, and he literally
copy paste.
He literally shut down because he had to think for himself and try to find the answer. I'm like, I told him literally countless times. I told him countless times, bro. It's a YouTube video away, and there's full documentation. Why you can't find the answer?
YouTube University, baby.
He's like, yo, why can't you just tell me the answer? I'm like, bro. And so I ended up transferring to Akron, and that's where I got my bachelor's. But over there in Akron, they needed an internship, and that's when I started my own business, intern myself. Yeah, and there we go.
Yo, and tell them what you did right before we got on the pod. What did you just close, bruv?
Oh, yeah. So I just, first day here, and I closed another contract So I closed another contract from the business.
Fuck yeah.
Made the call and everything. So
it's safe to say my boy's an active entrepreneur on some self-taught knowledge that he learned himself, that he taught himself, that he made happen by himself with his own damn fury and his own damn passion. Is it true or is it not true?
Yes. Oh, for anyone that's trying to do computer science, don't go to school for computer science if you're paying for it at all. Unless it's completely free. and you just want to do it for the fun of it, that's fine. But otherwise, don't pay for computer science. It's all free online. And it's completely useless. None of the stuff I use for my degree right now, none of the stuff I use for my business right now is from computer science.
Any resources you recommend, like GitHub, etc.? On that topic? YouTube?
The problem with the market today is okay. The market is moving so it's kind of hard to describe, but the market is moving so fast that they're all looking for senior developers, and if you're an entry level guy, you don't have time. You won't even qualify. Like if you go the regular corporate route today's age as an entry level guy, unless you have a internship that ends up turning into a full time, like it's very hard for you to get in because every business is trying to do the AI. The only one can hire no one got time for you.
Competitive.
Basically. Yeah, no one got time for you. And so I literally had once upon a time I had a job basically. Literally, my boss's boss called me in and literally told me, yo, it makes no sense that we're paying you, I don't know, like $60,000 a year when we can just go hire someone else and contract in India for half the price.
HB1 visas.
It's not even H1B visa.
Because that wasn't out yet.
That way. No, because here's the problem with tech. Tech is you can do this from anywhere in the world.
It's out, yeah.
So you don't even need H1B visas.
Decentralized competition now.
So it's not even H1B visas don't even apply to tech because you could do that anywhere in the world.
Bruh, there's motherfuckers in Indonesia, Bali, all these unheard of places. They got this. If they got a laptop and Wi-Fi, you competing against them.
Yeah, and so that's why it was really bullshit. I couldn't do it. Like literally entry level. Like they didn't know what. They just didn't have time for me or anything. I was there willing to do stuff and everything, just didn't know.
Dog.
And yeah, they literally outsourced pretty much all their company basically. Like on a team or project.
But like the thing about not paying you the money that they could have paid you is that they're hiring people to do shit, but they might be ended up copy pasting, only being trained in memorization, but they might not know it or have the skill level that I know that you know these things in great detail. So if there's a problem, you know how to critically think and fix the problem from the source. Whereas if there's a problem with them, they might not know anything outside of memorization.
Well, the problem during that time, I was going out my way trying to do stuff, but the thing is with full time trying to do corporate, I was trying to do the corporate route, and what really taught me is you need to be exactly they don't got time for entry level. They really don't. They really don't got time.
It's either you had a seasoned career or you don't.
Yeah.
So
because
case,
if I'm a boss, I got way more knowledge. I'd rather hire a senior developer that knows his shit, and I'm willing to pay for them, the higher price for them, than hire an entry level guy that it makes no sense for me to hire them because what's it called? I just hire someone else in India. But basically, so now you get stuck in the wheel of I need experience to get the job. I can't get the job without experience.
That is the classic loophole for every man in the beginning of his life.
So now literally every graduate for software can't get jobs because no one got time for them. And so it just becomes bullshit. It's just like, yo. And the next thing you know, I just transitioned. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Let me do my own business, teach myself, learn just about AI and everything. And then that's when we go in from October. I went with the whole high level thing.
Right.
Taught myself the high level. I worked with Chris doing matchmaker the whole time. And then that was going, and we're going to 2025. And that's when we did the revenue mentor. And that's when we started doing when we had the first Castle Club meetup. And it was February 22nd. And I set up the whole group for the Castle Club
the Airbnb
meetup and
the
Airbnb and everything. And then Chris was there, Roger was there, everybody was there.
Shout out Roger, you already know what time it is, big dog.
Yeah, so I got the Airbnb, set it up for everybody. CEO Network was helping me throughout the whole way. Behind the scenes, I was doing GoHighLevel too as well, doing websites for people within the Fresh Fit community and everything. And then we get to the following CEO Network meetup, which was the end of March, which I introduced
March last year.
Yeah, which I introduced all the people into from the Castle Premium.
Yeah.
I introduced like 5 people into the CEO Network.
I remember everyone was changing T-shirts because of you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
it was all wearing CEO Network because of you, bro.
Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, I was there for the CEO. That was the CEO Network 2nd anniversary. Got the shirt for them and everything. So
we'll get to that part in a moment.
Yeah. And then what was this? This is going end of March. Is going 1st of April. And then this is before we hit the whole thing.
Right. We'll get to that part.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, right? If we rewind the clocks a little bit, right? You remember, you just locked in with me. You just pitched me the whole GHL thing, right? GoHighLevel. And I'm seeing the value in this. And because I'm an older brother to you, and I've been in this game already, and I see the amount of value that you're able to provide for me, how many times did I start pitching you to motherfuckers so you could lock in and do the same type of contractual value with them?
Oh, all the time.
How many deals do you think we locked in, and or how many times did we pitch, lock in a deal, find somebody, close the deal, get on the phone, get on a Zoom call with someone to offer your services specifically?
Oh, a lot. And he was helping with me in sales. I helped him with his websites and giving him other ideas too, as well as the builds and stuff. So we were locking in the whole time. It was going to be a whole learning lesson for me. Like, this is all improv, like, as I'm going, because I just threw myself into this. And one of the things that also happened was what's it called? Like, GoHighLevel. Also, I think one of the reasons I said I like GoHighLevel is updating like 5 updates a week.
Yeah. That's very attractive in this type of industry because, like, you know, like, I remember the last time I was checking in on it with you, they were just doing like, kind of like
Yeah, I think
the AI connections. What is that?
Yeah.
It's like if this and that, right?
Yeah.
Like, or Zapier, like you connect this thing to this thing. But they had done it in so many different intricate ways that it's just like, yo, this is, if you do this the right setup, your shit, you're just gonna be calculating enormous amounts of value if you set it up correctly with the right software engineer in the background, and you can objectively have like the most serious back-end CRM of all time in a fair amount of time if you know what the fuck you're doing.
Bro, they got vibe coding in GoHighLevel now.
Oh, like Lovable?
Yeah.
They got vibe coding in there.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Introducing like April 1st, bro.
The competition is serious. The competitive game is clear. GHL is where you need to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's a complete rip of Lovable. It literally, you put them side by side, they look exactly the same.
You can't even tell the difference was probably between ChatGPT and the back end of fucking GHL at a certain point, right? Like they might just put their own AI in that bitch. Like, why wouldn't they?
Yep. Well, they actually don't. They did.
Oh, man.
They also got AI too.
So
AI
as you can see, when I need technical help, the reason I don't even know that is because I just get on the phone, I talk to my guy Bayethe, and he seamlessly makes it happen.
But they have so many updates, it's hard to even keep up with. It's literally like there's literally 5 updates a week of new things. and they do it kind of like how like the game community used to do it back in the day, where they have like a forum and like you enter the people get to choose like which ones they want, they vote on it. And they put that like on the planner already. Yeah. And like you can see like a whole roadmap, and there's like 100 things on the roadmap, what's planned, what's in progress right now, and you actually can see it. Like, it's so much stuff that's already in there, and you're like, bro, like, and you get to vote on this stuff too as well. And they actually put that in the plan and they build it into it. Like, you can see it. So it's like, it's very community friendly of like you interacted with it, and you get to choose like what you want in there as well. So that's why I like GoHighLevel, because it's just like there's no other software that actually is updating in real time.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys a quick little story over here. Thank you for all that. I'm gonna give you like a quick little like intro to Shopify stuff that I was doing right before this, right? So in my life, I like to do business kind of the real way, right? Like, I don't deposit checks to the application. I don't take pictures of it. I walk into the bank and I talk to the cashier. And business to me doesn't mean, I'm going to go get a bunch of money and steal all this money from people and then go flex out and ball out and wear a iced out wristband and go get a Lamborghini. For me, business is like people. And then relationships with people give you the results and the relationships that you need to ultimately get money to facilitate the lifestyle that you need so you can build out podcast studios and vibe with your boy, right? Mm-hmm. Then when it came down to Shopify, see, the way that you're describing it, it's all technical, it's all updated. When I was doing it, Shopify had like you could call into customer service and you could just talk to these people and you'd be like, yo, what am I supposed to do? Oh, hit that button, hit this button, hit that button, and be like everything was dope. Like they'd be on the phone with you for no matter how long you needed it. Then like a year or two later, after I've already like done good on there and shit, and I've had like different jobs and I'm coming back to do my own privatized thing like yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I remember I'm working at this corporate job and then this Brazilian dude that I knew, he had built his own pipeline of like selling phones from America to Brazil. Whew. And he came to me and I showed him like websites I built at that time through Shopify. Mm-hmm. And he's like, bruh, I need that. He gave me a rack up front, just like that. Like, here's a rack, do it. Right? All right. So I go and I build it. And then by the time I go and I try to call Shopify again, them motherfuckers got rid of the customer support. Everything is go type it in on the Q&A thing. And it's all like, ugh. And AI is not as popping as it was then and as it is now.
No, that's the best feature about HighLevel is that since day one, it's 24/7 customer support. Still is.
Ooh.
Still is.
Ooh. So attractive.
Just hire a bunch of Indian and everything all across the world. But, bro,
I'll take that fucker from India all across the world over nothing.
The only thing I hate about HighLevel, the only thing, because I wanted to work, I want to try, let me try to fly. See, I can work there one day, okay?
Yeah.
I go to the page. There's no jobs in America for the tech department.
So what, like GHL.com/careers, no jobs for Americans?
For in the tech thing.
Use a VPN. Be in China, bro.
Bro.
Be in India, bro.
Their whole tech department is all outsourced to India.
Oh, God. Bro, they're working for $1.15 over there, bro.
Like, other than the high-level seniors, everybody else is in India. Like,
use a VPN, bro. What else you gonna do?
I gotta get the accent too.
Hello, welcome to the gas station, my little friend.
Yo, but yeah, basically.
Thank you. Come again.
Basically, yes. Yeah, so it's just crazy. Like, but that's the only downside. But everything else is just uphill for a HighLevel.
So yeah, you see that we got a deep history together when it comes to like tech and us building out relationships, right? Before I go into this next segment, give me a couple examples that you might remember of some people that we locked in on a deal or a business that we were trying to do with somebody or a client that we connected and what the dynamic was between you and me in locking in another person to receive your services.
I think there was a few. There was, I think, Rios.
Yeah.
Rios.
I remember there was that entertainment guy who had like yachts and party buses.
Yes, I talked to him. Yes. I don't know why. Yes, I remember him. We talked together and everything. And then I don't know what happened to it, bro.
Well, at that time, I remember that you were providing massive value, and something I actually got a chance to teach you at the time is how to lock in proposals and invoices to help sharpen the skills that you were already good at. But I was able to like take it and lift it to like another level at that point in time. Yeah, no, that was some good vibes, right? So that was like how you and me would handle the business end of things, right? So we're doing that on the side, but what you and me are probably best well known for is locking in with the fresh and fit boys and formulating a brotherhood. Now, if you remember, the way in which they were managing stuff, I'll be honest, it can't even hold a candle to the way that you and me were managing stuff, right? Give me the vibes on what you remember from that, all the way from getting the people, networking with the people, and I'm about to ask you about the massive amount of Zoom calls that we had to take over.
Yo, like literally from the end of the era of the city groups, and when they made the Castle Come Premium, the Telegram group, like I literally had to carry the whole group because everybody was like off, like what happened and everything. It was like all weird and stuff.
Right.
And then
I want to say this real quick. We were all in Telegram. We all knew how to use Telegram. They got rid of Telegram, switched to Discord. I don't fucking understand Discord. I don't care who you are and how old you are or whatever. Discord is fucking confusing, bro. Fuck that shit. That made everything hard for me and weird for me, and the energy like died as soon as they used Discord.
Wait, no. Oh yeah, there was everything was on Telegram, and then the city groups thing died, and then that
they killed it.
They moved, and that portion moved to Discord, and then that portion of Discord. No, that moved to Discord, but they also had this Castle Club Premium. But yeah, the Castle Club Premium was.
Was I in it?
Yes, I introduced you to bring into it, and that's how you met all the other guys. Too.
Okay. So
I think this was in February, March. I introduced you to.
Was this last year? This was last year.
Yeah,
bro, it's only been a year.
Yeah, officially a year.
That's crazy. Okay, so now, why is it that you and me are known for carrying the network? Like, how are we so well known at this point in time? Like, why does everyone fuck with us?
Oh, everyone knows you from the matchmaker. So everyone knows you from that matchmaker. Everyone knows you from the freshman from matchmaker because you're the most influential person there, and like just everyone was looking eyes on you and that. And then as far as like in the brotherhood, they also knew for the group thing, like because you were revolving around me, and then I was also known for the tech guy. But then
you were well known for being tech. What was I well known for getting the brothers to go outside and involved in doing?
Oh, getting women.
And it works, right? Because we're talking to them about, at the time, cold approach, how to be charming to a girl, how to be valuable to a girl, and the steps that you need to take out and go out and get the girls. And like some dudes will only use applications. Some dudes got some cold approach skills. You actually got some mad like live cold approach skills. Like you're not. This motherfucker got game. He just, you know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to let you know about all that, but I'm gonna let you know, motherfucker got game. And at the same time, some motherfuckers was just like not really locked in with it. Like I remember one of the dudes, we brought him out to 1-800-LUCKY, and I'm trying to get all the brothers involved and make sure everybody's getting like their own interactions, and I'm out here spreading love in the world. That's the intention. The purpose of Matchmaker is spreading love in the world, getting love to be the foundation by which the connection allows you to facilitate all the things that then get to the transactionability of the dating marketplace and all that bullshit that unfortunately Americans really care about right now, right? Sexual market value, da-da-da-da-da. For me, you could do the whole fucking relationship on love. For these women, you got to be a millionaire, blah, blah, blah-de-da, right? So I'm more like love the soul, love the person. They're more like love the stats on paper type shit, right? Okay. But I remember there'd be a couple of the boys that they would just sit on the bar. They would just sit down. They wouldn't do nothing. Someone in particular is coming to my mind. He was in the CEO network. He just never would ever talk to chicks. He'd be sitting there just... I gotta wait till I'm at a certain place. I gotta wait till I'm at a certain place in time. I gotta wait till I reach a certain level. Fuck that. No, suck it. Like I get it, Mr. B come over here. Like fuck all that, bro. You can. I wrote a book, Health, Wealth, Love, and Happiness, and you need to balance all these things at the same time, and you could do it at any time. Who? Huh?
I wonder who.
You know who, motherfucker. I'll tell you off air. I'm not gonna put this motherfucker out right now. But I can show you who I'm talking about on Instagram that's coming to mind right now.
I know who.
You know who?
Yeah.
You know who? Okay, so I don't even got to worry about that, right? Okay, so there's that, and a couple other guys being like soft about it. And then what starts happening is you're well known in that area. I'm well known in this area. I'm living out in Miami. You're like going from Miami, Ohio. Mm-hmm. You're all over the fucking place, right? You're in Fort Lauderdale right now. We're about to go to Miami. You was Mr. Transient, motherfucker. You out here, bro. You're Mr. Worldwide in this bitch, right?
That's funny.
And now, out of nowhere, this is not because of Fresh. This is not because of Myron. This is not even because of Fresh and Fit. You and me end up leading all of the brotherhood in Zoom calls. How, what, where, why, and when. Give them the whole sauce on what was really going on.
Well, I was leading the whole group, starting from the Castle Club Premium meetup, and everything, the first one. And I did the whole Airbnb. We're the most active portion of Castle Club Premium.
Before that. We'll get to that part.
Well, yeah, that led it into That was February. That led into, and I introduced them to you, and that led into that whole between February and March, all the Zoom calls and stuff.
Okay,
that was in that period of time. So like the Zoom calls and everything, and providing value to them, because a lot of those guys were trying to figure out where direction they want to go, and the number one thing they wanted to do was pretty much be self-sufficient, financial freedom, and basically be their own boss and entrepreneurs. But the problem is they lacked a crucial skill to be an entrepreneur, especially in starting out. They had no sales skills.
Yeah.
Or even the borderline typical sales.
So to catch you guys up to speed, right? What's going on is that we are in a red-pilled space, and the red-pill space is very much about self-improvement. If you are a retard watching this, you might think it's about hating women because you're stupid and you only watch clips. It's not about that. It's about looking at the world through the objective lens of reality and seeing that, calling the truth about what it's really for. And the truth is, if you're going to be a man, we're all born at a different place on the starting line. So you might be further in the starting line to the finish line, or you might even be behind the starting line to get to the finish line of life, right? And that finish line is like building yourself up as a man. So it means that you want to be well-rounded. You want to have your muscles on point. You want to have your money on point. You want to be able to talk to women. You want to be a fully developed person. You don't want to have all your stats. Like if this was a video game, which I don't play them, you got to teach me this shit. I used to when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. You don't want your stats all the way turned down. You want your stats all the way maxed out, right? You want to be as fit as you possibly can be, right? Now, in this area, you and me started finding out that in this self-improvement space, you've got all this momentum because you're self-improving every day on your particular corporate skills and your, no, not even that, your own entrepreneurial skills. You're maxing that the fuck out. You're going all the way up. You're providing value. We're offering value to people. You're learning on the spot. At this time, I'm already seasoned. So for my own skill sets, I'm looking to sharpen myself to be better than I can be. And come to find out, the best value that I have to provide is providing value to guys that don't have real value gained in their own selves yet, right? And it just so happens I have years and years and years of experience in sales, marketing, advertising, e-commerce, networking, and matchmaking, right? So now what's happening is that you and me are in this self-improvement space expecting to be able to level each other up. And there's a couple people we could do that with, like Manny, Fighter, Lewis, great at like sales and trading on the crypto stock market and shit, right? So everybody, there was a couple brothers that there's the main brothers, and then there's these fucking pieces of shit that we're talking about right now. I'm not friends with none of you motherfuckers. Fuck all of you fake brothers. I know my real brothers, and shout out to Big Mo, man. That brother saved my life. No, I'm saying shout out to you, bro. You came through here to experience life. Now, what happens is you and me are in charge of a bunch of new people. And the thing that we're coming to learn at that time is that these people wear the mask of a red pillar, of someone who wants to live through the lens of self-improvement, but they execute through the world of blue pill, which means that they're more like Neo in the Matrix. You take the blue pill and you're more receptive to the lies. And then you and me have a very, very... It was probably one of the final conversations of that time, but you had a very detailed conversation to me about the triangle and where I was on the triangle, where you were on the triangle, where Roger was on the triangle, and where they were. So can you give us the dynamics of that? Like what was going on there?
The
personality triangle.
I had the ABC. I think I had, what was it? The leader. I had the brute. So I think I had like A be like the leader type person. I had B be the brute type of person, and C be like the cunning, like smart type of person. And some of those people were like personalities. People's personalities tend to be in between one of those things. And when you're trying to have a business, you kind of need like all three.
Where was I? Where were you? Where Roger? Do you remember?
So like you, Chris, would probably be in between the brute and the leadership side.
Brutal force and leadership.
Yeah, not so much on the cunning anything, because, but those also. So you have the brutal force and the leadership. Those skill sets pertain more towards what's it called? I hear more towards like sales and fast paced type of professions, because it's brutal upfront, fast paced, and you got leadership skills. It's like a good combination for that. As far as like I won't say less thinking, but more doing than thinking.
Right.
In a sense.
Like execute, get it done, shut the fuck up, make it happen.
Whereas like I'm on the side of the leadership side, like in between leadership and the cunning smart guy, because like that's where I'm more so the leader, and also at the same time I also like smart, like analytics and stuff, because that's why I like to think first before I do. I like to plan it out and everything, because that's what I've been doing, like that whole momentum, everything. Well, even though it's all improv, like I got a lot of improv, but like I like planning it out and structuralize it as I go, and adhering to that plan.
Right.
So sometimes I don't even plan. I just like my plans end up being instinctive.
Because it's like who you are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're you. Like you are that person.
Yeah.
I am brute force. You are a thinker.
Mm-hmm.
Both leaders.
Yeah.
Roger
is definitely a leader and smart. He's on a higher level of me in that leader and smart category. Not so most brutal, but he's more so on the smart side than me. Like really closer. If it was an A, B, C, he's more closer to the C than the A. But like he can be a leader. Don't get me wrong. But like his thinking is unparalleled.
So you and me and him, we all know who we are in this group.
Mm-hmm.
These new motherfuckers get signed on board. We're more than happy to show them the world. Where you're setting up Airbnbs. I'm giving them tours of the city. Bro, what is it like touring Miami with me?
Yo, you know where to go. You know all the places. It's like it's like if you go into a city like Miami, you need to have someone who knows all the places and know where to go, and especially have a car too, as well. Like I don't think they paid you for gas, did they?
Well, there was one guy who just like out of nowhere, he did like threw down out of nowhere. There was one dude who did that.
Oh,
so
that's probably cool.
Starts with a P, like whatever.
Yeah,
we don't gotta say his name because he's a backstabber.
Yeah,
but okay. So like, would you say objectively that they're having a bad time or a good time?
Oh, they all had a great time.
Straight up, right? So
all had a great time.
Putting these boys on game. Introducing them to fucking influencers, getting them with girls and ladies, giving them the quality life experience that most men never even get to receive, right? Mm-hmm. Putting these boys on game. Then when you and me are having this crucial, very important triangle conversation, you teach me something through your analytical ways that really, because remember, when I look at people, I see their soul, I see who they are, I see what their capability or potential is to be. So I'm stuck in a position where I need to elevate, or I need to train, or I need to build out their skills. Basically, a soldier training a soldier type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. But you tell me something about their personalities that I didn't even see in the way that you saw it, that was much more sharp and intuitive. Give me the sauce on where they fit on the triangle.
Well, so like what you said, you're more so like a soldier military style. I look towards more to know how they tick. And so you pertain the training to how they tick, and because if you it's basically like code. If you know what the code of how they work, then you basically the structure out is what needs to be done and everything from there on. And that's kind of like I have a good eye to see what type of personality you are, the time where you're at.
Yes,
basically, I have a good eye to see what type of personality you have and everything, and how you tick. And based off of that, I can like judge basically the type of actions. I'm really confident I can narrow down to how the type of actions you take, the type of person you are, like what you like, not even what you like, but just basically how you act in certain situations, and how you think, how you process things. Like I get it really close and narrow it down, and I'm almost 90% mostly right most of the time. Because I nailed it on the coffin, but like I said, like these people, like
where did they fit on the triangle?
They are a point of people who, I mean, I always say like you want to achieve, they want to achieve, but they talk like they want to achieve, but when they actually have the time to actually try to achieve and try to do things and learn things, they're half-assing it. So
no application whatsoever. And okay, remember, at this point in time, I'm approaching things through the lens of matchmaker, getting women ready for men and getting men ready for women. And this is where I really see the validation of a woman's complaints against men like you just described. You're a self-starter. I'm a self-starter. Roger is a self-starter, and the AI shit he be doing is on some super execution level, right? Dog, these men, ultimately, the way that you described it to me, you know who you are, I know who I am, Roger knows who he is, all lost.
Yeah, they have a destination, but they don't. They have a destination. They have an idea of how to get there, but they don't even have the prerequisites to get there, and they're not willing to do the work to get the prerequisites to get there. So they're trying to, bypass the prereqs.
And the way you describe the triangle is like you could describe me as brute force leadership, you as leadership thinker, him as leadership thinker, but they all were just on the line, not even anywhere. They were just nowhere.
Well, yeah. So like I kind of labeled it if this is a triangle, like basically they're outside of the triangle, but they're trying to jump. Like if you're the more closer you get to the center, the more of a structured person you are. And usually when you're in this middle, like you have everything put together in your whole life. And most of these guys, once you get into inside the triangle, you're actually making progress to get to that point. And most of these guys wouldn't take the step off the line of the triangle to get into to reach that point. And that line they had to just jump across is literally just doing the work and investing in themselves.
I'm dealing with that with the girl right now, bro. Ironically.
Like, when I did this whole thing, I didn't know where this was going. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't say that. No.
Well, I keep in mind, I provided Joint Revenue Mentor and gave them all a direction where they could all make money on business-to-business sales. You and me built an entire platform to fucking employ these guys, get them the money, and show them how to live out in Miami. I'm living out in Miami. I'm giving them fucking real estate tours. If they just fucking listened to us, they'd be in the bread today. Open up my own show?
Like,
result speaks for itself.
For me, it's not what I knew what I'm doing, because like it's all improv. Like, I'm only like 23, and this was like when I was 21. This is 2 years ago. So it was like 2020. No, I was either 20 or 21. One of those things. But this was when it's not about really knowing. I really didn't know how, but I knew what I wanted to be, and I had a direction on where I wanted to go.
Right.
And I was doing everything along that direction. So I knew what direction I wanted to go. And I was lining up opportunities along that path and doing the work along that, so to make sure that.
Keep talking. I'm gonna turn the AC down and get myself a water.
Yeah. Sure.
Keep talking.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically I was doing the work, and most of the things that I realized throughout the way was that you need to really teach yourself these things. You can't rely on other people. And that's one thing I realized. I don't rely on other people. I go chase my opportunities. I don't let opportunities come to me. I go find them, and I pick them up myself. So what I realized from this is that, and this is during the time, like I had the most influence in the whole community and the whole Friendship Fit, all that stuff. I was one of the most known guys there throughout the whole crew and everything. And I was the brokest one there, but I had the most respect. I was the leader of the whole thing, but I was the brokest one there. So how is I the brokest one there, but the most respected, and I had the most leadership there? And most notable and most credible? Well, because I was putting in all the effort and putting in all the pieces and parts, because I'm a great chess player. I used to be naturally ranked. So I'm putting all the pieces in order so that when I do have the income or that prerequisite to get me forward, everything else is already aligned so that there's no roadblocks. I just shoot straight forward.
Facts.
So I'm developing. I know all this. I'm developing all the skills that I need to know because I know exactly what I need to get, and then once I get that prerequisite, boom. Because sometimes that prerequisite comes from experience.
Right.
So once I get that experience, boom, I skyrocket fast. Like what actually happened at the beginning of this year.
Right.
But like I said, and I looked at all this as investing into yourself.
Which it is. Self-improvement all the way, baby.
If you don't invest into yourself and look at it, like, I don't regret any of this or anything because there's some things I didn't need to pay for, some other stuff I didn't need. But like, this is all investment into myself. Like I did. And it's just huge momentum. This whole thing, like this is all literally self-taught and everything. And that's just the biggest thing. Don't be afraid of investing into yourself. Like, don't, like, bro, I couldn't $1,000. I was a broke college student. I pulled $1,000 out of my savings to give it to this one guy for a sales course I didn't even do.
Biz?
Yeah, no, with Kyle Witherspoon. And then I didn't even do it, really. Don't get me wrong, it was great, but I didn't do it. But I learned, it introduced me to GHL, which was in the cornerstone of how I'm making money today.
Some value.
And I made like over $10,000, $50,000, I mean, it was like $30,000 within a few months.
Nice.
Over just GHL. So that was all because of, but like that investment, if I didn't invest that money today, I would not know about GHL. I would not know about AI. I would not know like so much. Like I realized about this whole tech thing is that is more so discovery than about I won't say crap, but it's really like I'm not like a huge portion about it is research and development and discovery. Like this whole phase of AI is all about discovery and research, and then making something out of that. And literally, me jumping on those things put me in that an environment to be able to run into those opportunities as well. So, and it's but all that took us is taking that step forward. Like my parents were like, "Why the hell are you going to Miami?" I was like, there's the coding conference.
You know why?
The coding conference. They had no idea about Fresh Fit, but like, just coding conference. Like, yo, I'm using my money to pay, and like, yo, so but this is all investment into going forward with my business and being self-starter and everything.
Yeah.
Because I knew I did not want to work in corporate, bro. I wouldn't fit. Like they wouldn't like me. I'm too free flow.
If you have leadership skills, they don't like you. If you think outside the box, they don't like you. You need to be in the box, in the cube, shut up in a bad way.
Oh, I was never that person.
It's not even. It's like it's cut your tongue out, be silenced. Be a slave.
So, and yeah, so I just, but like these guys wouldn't do the work required to learn and invest the time needed to learn and be and the money, because like I said, it's like they're happy and content to work. Oh, like the number one driving force with me is kind of a funny story. My two other friends, we were like competing back and forth with each other throughout like growing up in elementary, high school, middle school, and high school. Who's like the smartest one? It was me and two other guys, and like best in the school. And like through elementary, I was like beating everybody. Through middle school, this one guy kicked my ass so bad. Well, no, actually, no. I was losing 6th, 7th grade until I started taking college classes. Then I was like killing everybody. And then next thing you know, this dude enters in high school with a 32 in the ACT, which is like, what the fuck, bro? What am I supposed to do with that?
What did he do? Write his name halfway?
Bro, he enters high school with a 32. Bro, niggas usually leave high school with 32. How you enter high school with 32? Yo, and then his sophomore, literally the following year, he gets a perfect on the ACT. I'm like, fuck. So, but, okay, then I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to cap this now? And then literally I do the whole college route.
That's a massive
crazy.
upgrade.
Yeah, like I do okay, it's like, you know what? This dude just brilliantly smart.
Yeah.
I can't compete with him in that field.
Right.
I would do my own thing and do the college credit plus and all that stuff and try and outperform him in that way. Which I ended up getting him. Out of everyone I told to do college credit plus, he's the only one I did. He's the only one that listened to me. And because of that, he ended up being valedictorian, because imagine that plus his skills and his brilliance. Next thing you know, he became valedictorian and what's it called?
Summa Cum Laude.
No, he had over 5.0. I don't know how the hell he had over 5.0. But yeah, Summa Cum Laude from the college and everything. But he gives me all credit because I take all credit because I put it in there. But he has 2 social degrees and everything. Because right now he's in. I think he's finished up his master's degree a year earlier now because of that. Because I got him in that program early.
Yep.
He's finished his whole he entered master's degree a whole year early than everybody else, and he's about to graduate sooner, and he's becoming a doctor.
Iron sharpens iron, motherfucker. Like, and that really was true for there's 2 brotherhoods that me and Bayethe have, right? The brotherhood that I would now call the 5-star brotherhood is like the core brotherhood, and at the time, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let me finish. This is the last part.
Go ahead.
But basically, that whole story was basically it was the 3 of us. We graduated high school with the smartest, and basically we were just competing. I haven't talked to these guys in like 2-3 years, but in my mind, we're still competing.
Yeah.
And basically, like, who's gonna make the most money, basically, and basically. Dude's in his master's, about to be a doctor. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta hurry. I gotta get him when he's in his residential. Because if I don't pass him in his
residency,
if I don't pass him during that time, bro, I'm cooked. Yep. So, and the other guy is basically, he's software development as well, but he graduated from Case Western with like literally a 3.9 GPA. It was like 3.95 GPA. I was like, god damn. And if you don't know Case Western, it's basically the same level as Carnegie.
Carnegie.
Is it? Am I saying that wrong?
Yeah, no, you're saying it right. Whatever Carnegie. Like,
yeah, but basically, so.
There's Napoleon Hill, and then that guy Carnegie is always mentioned in his books. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Carnegie would have been like the fucking like Elon Musk or whatever at the time, like the big player with all the money and shit. Yeah. AKA part of a certain group of people. Hey.
But the moral of the story is, I'm very competitive to the point that I'm making an illusionary competitive relationship with my friends.
That's funny.
That I haven't even talked to in like 3 years. But
that's good.
I'm checking up on them all the time. And sometimes they're also checking my LinkedIn as well, making sure. But like, I'm checking up on them, looking at the CEO, are they making money or whatever, something.
Are they red-pilled?
No, I don't know.
You're the only one that sees the truth in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, doctors in general, they usually could be more blue pill.
Yeah, I mean, they're just living life. I don't want to say the red pill, blue pill, but they're just living life.
That's blue pill.
But they're all going to school and everything. But I'm just competitive like that. As like, I look at people who are doing better than me as, I literally told them to their face, you're my next milestone.
Nice.
I told them, you're my next milestone. Don't get too comfortable.
Motherfucker, I'm catching up on you, bitch.
That's what I literally said. I texted that guy. He hasn't texted me back ever. Like, he hasn't texted me back. I literally said, I just got this job. I was making $60,000. I was like, you better hurry up. Don't get too comfortable. He never responded back. I'm still texting him.
He's probably pocket watching you from a distance now. He's like, I'm gonna snipe this motherfucker when I'm at 200,000.
So
I'm gonna snipe him at 3.
But like, I always been the dude who went through his own path. Like, I never went to the common path, the whole college thing. I was the first kid who ever did that in college ever at that school and everything.
That's
yeah. Graduating high school with honors diploma and 2 social degrees. Bro, no one, as a black kid, no one ever did that.
Yeah. No, see. Yeah.
Now I'm trying to get like demographic, but like, no one ever did that over there.
Intelligence applies to academia very well.
So like,
but will you execute?
Yeah. So like, and my ACT score sucked, bro. I was not a good test taker. Mine was like a 24. It sucked, Joe. It sucked ass. But like, who cares? I still got 4 rides. I got 4 full rides. It was because of COVID. COVID saved my ass.
You and me are from a generation where you had to read a book and then be tested on the information in the book to see if you read the book. Now we live in a world where you could literally just talk to the AI. Information is free. So it's very hard to understand what the fuck the point of all of that is really for anyway now.
Oh, yeah, and actually the whole thing actually goes into this conversation with the whole thing of my generation is that we need, like, how to put it?
Decentralized. Information is decentralized now.
The leftovers that your generation left for us wasn't
I'm a millennial.
enough.
He means millennials.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me.
What do you, Gen Z?
Gen Z.
Okay.
You're like,
So he's Gen Z, then Gen Alpha.
you're like 10 years older.
Yeah.
But so, like, what you guys left us wasn't really, was basically left us with no opportunities. So,
millennials actually are poorer than Gen Zs.
well,
That's a fact. That's a stat.
Well,
That's a stat.
well,
Gen Zs make more money than millennials.
Well, because the reason, so no, actually no. So there's a reason why.
Right.
So, like, you guys left us.
There's a corporate reason why from a very specific group of people.
So you guys left us with basically like shitty situations. Like I can't get a job without the experience, but I can't get the experience without the job.
That's more of a boomer thing because I used to hear that in the 90s.
But it still is even apparent. Is super apparent today,
right?
Because of like outsourcing and stuff, especially in the tech field.
Yeah.
But and H-1B visa and stuff, but also like hiring, like entry level, like college scam, like paying college prices, everything. It was just like being college debt and stuff. It's just like, and being like there was no need to go to college and stuff. Like you guys just you left us with a road that there was no certainty that I was ever going to get out of this this rat wheel loophole of being in debt and like no freedom and miserable. It looked very miserable.
It sounds like the same story, but for both, if I'm being honest.
So yeah, but like what?
Actually, it sounds like the story for most citizens.
What ended up changing everything?
Yeah,
was a certain platform called YouTube. YouTube changed everything for...
This is going to be on YouTube.
So YouTube changed everything. Well, it started off for the millennials, like the old school millennials doing YouTube videos and everything. But then...
Bro, I remember when YouTube came out. I was in high school.
But like...
It was like 2008, 2009.
But then, like I said... Like I said, you guys left us really nothing. And then 2018 stuff... YouTube taught us, like, you actually make careers off of YouTube.
You know,
like,
let me say this real quick. The propaganda for me is different. The propaganda is like this. Millennials tried YouTube and only a couple made it. As soon as TikTok came out, Gen Z blew millennials out of the water because as soon as TikTok came out, they were making money that millennials wish that they were doing the entire time. Does that resonate?
No, a lot of Gen Z, like the few that did make it during your millennials, a lot of Gen Z inspired to be like them, because what they liked the most about them was the freedom.
Yeah.
And
why wouldn't you? You're on TV.
Then
you
what ended up
followers,
happening?
Free, getting money.
What ended up happening was, like, you ever realize like why a lot of like no one listens to legacy media? Well, the reason why no one listens.
Boomers did. Boomers love those lies. They love being lied to on legacy media.
No, the reason why no one listens is because of, like, everybody is watching YouTube and all the podcasts and all the streaming platforms.
And
so like
it's click on demand. You don't have to sit there and wait for Channel 6 to come on at 6 o'clock.
But basically, how Gen Z, to sum it up, how Gen Z became more in my opinion, more profitable than millennials.
They did.
That's
a fact. It's a fact.
Is when after COVID.
Yes.
Is when COVID happened.
Yes.
And streaming happened.
Dog, I remember I'm sitting in a bank, right? I'm talking to my banker at the time, beautiful girl named, well, I probably shouldn't say her name, but she's a beautiful girl, right? She's managing my money and shit, and she has a son. And I'm just getting into TikTok. And at the time, I feel like, man, I don't really understand this interface. I remember when it was Musically. She tells me, yo, my 6-year-old son knows how to do all this and chop all this up, and they're moving so fast. And then that's when you start to see the discrepancy between like, oh, you're old and outdated, and these new kids are fucking coming up type shit.
Oh, yeah. It's basically like streaming is,
and I'm still in my 20s at that time.
Streaming is because of my generation.
Straight up.
Like, we created streaming. We literally created streaming.
Straight up.
And we're the whole audience for streaming.
Yep. Facts.
And
Legacy Media is doing TikTok style shit now.
Even though Twitch was there, like, we created Kick and Rumble. No, Rumble was created.
Rumble was kind of
It was different. Rumble was created to combat YouTube during that period of time.
Kick. That's Gen Z.
That's Gen Z. We created, we created a Kick.
Yeah.
And literally,
when you come outside here, everybody's on Kick. When it's nighttime, right, if we go out tonight, you won't see everybody.
If you're not a legacy streamer, you're on Kick.
Yeah.
Legacy streamers, I'm talking about. Even the legacy streamers are moving to Kick. Like Asmongold. Asmongold was on Twitch for 10 plus years. Yeah, but he was on Twitch for 10 years and he moved strictly exclusive on Kick.
Yo, if Alex Jones does that, that's boomers type shit. That's Legacy Media.
Like, you have the best streamer on Twitch. Move to Kick. The
Legacy Media audience.
You have the best streamer on Twitch. Move to Kick exclusively.
Yeah, they probably got a better deal.
Yeah, like
Twitch is capped. Twitch is, bro. I've never used Twitch, and bro, I don't understand Twitch. I don't understand Discord. I never did. I never use it. I don't care. It doesn't interest me. I don't give a fuck.
I remember Asmongold showed on the screen. It was like within the 3 weeks because he paused for a period of time because his dad died, and then he came back and he did content. And he showed on the screen for the last 3 weeks that he did the content for. He showed the revenue between Twitch and Kick. And like Twitch was like 19,000 and Kick was like close to like 43,000.
Dog, I seen Sneeko pull this shit up, like making 90K on Kick at like.
But that was in 3 weeks though. That was for Asmon.
Homie making damn near $100,000 a month, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna probably want to be on Kick.
But like that just goes to show, like, so my generation, we took the whole YouTube thing that you guys were doing, that Mr. Beast and all that stuff.
Mr. Beast is way after me.
What's the dude's name?
Mr. Beast is not like part of my demographic. That came out after.
What was it? No, there was Mr. Beast. There was the other guy who did the car thing, the Lambo.
Vitaly. I got a chance to meet him this year.
Yeah, Vitaly. Your whole Shopify era and the whole thing.
Yeah.
That, the whole pickup stuff, that whole era. We took that. So instead of being like a regular YouTuber, and the whole reaction and everything, instead of being a whole regular YouTuber, we took it and just like, no, let's do streaming with the whole thing of life and everything. And that's where the Kai Cenats, Neon, what's the Aiden Ross?
Yeah, all those people are
they're all my age.
Unrelatable for me.
Aiden Ross is like 24. Neon's like 23, 24. Kai Cenat's like 25. Like, we're all the same age. Like, just so, like, what's it called? Clav is like 19, 20.
Yo, shout out to him. We got a chance to meet him.
We're all the same age. Shout
out to my boy over here. You gonna meet Rampage, bro?
That's gonna be funny. but like I was said, like, we really took over because the reason why we did this because we couldn't rely on the older generation for what you guys left us behind because you guys were very unreliable and we were like, yo, fuck this shit.
And I'll be honest, millennials never really got their life established the way that the boomers did. So like they're still running up a hill. So how are you going to turn around and lift your brother up if you yourself never made it to the top of the hill?
Yeah, but it's like...
But the boomers all got a fucking house and a piece of land and a car and a family. And we're born from the boomer generation.
Yeah, so we looked at you guys, millennials, for
like you're Gen Z, but your parents are boomers.
Yeah.
I'm millennial, but my parents are boomers. We literally are from that nigga. Yeah. Like, there's no fucking... Yeah, where's our kids, bro?
But here's the problem. We looked at the boomers for help, and they just did not know how to help in this new era.
They couldn't. Because technology meant nothing to them.
And
they read newspapers, bro.
And their ways were just so outdated. It was like, I can't rely on you. I gotta do my own shit. And that's why you see all these kids on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, literally, one of my friends, shout out to Ben and Spooner, on Meridian on Instagram. But, like, he went to social media, did marketing, talking about AI. At first, he had no idea what the hell he was talking about AI. But he just started copying everything. Next thing you know, had 50,000 followers on Instagram now.
Yep.
In Bali, in Vietnam, like, in penthouses and stuff.
Yeah.
Having people pay him like 5 figures and stuff to do projects and everything. All for marketing on Instagram, talking about AI and everything. But like, this all him. He got a degree, but he's not even using his degree whatsoever right now.
Bro, me and my
this is all
homeboy,
self-taught.
We both got our degrees, and at the end of getting our degrees, we used to say, you know what we're going to use the degree for? We're going to use it as a coaster, so I could put it on the fucking table and put my cup on it, because it's so fucking useless.
It was funny.
Tell me.
I don't even have my degree. No, I have my degree. I don't have the paper.
You don't even care to get it.
I don't care. I owe some fees. I'm like, I'm not paying for this shit, bro.
Hey, fuck all.
Like, I have
fuck the plaque. I don't give a shit.
I have the picture. I'm happy enough. I have the picture of the transcript saying my degree completed. My official transcripts of it saying degree completed.
Oh, what kind of world do we live in, dog? What's the point of this scam?
I already got that. I already got the picture of that. I'm happy enough with that. They want me to pay them $1,500 for the degree because I owe them fees. I was like, nah, keep the degree. I paid the $1,500. So, like, yeah. So, yeah, I never got the paper or anything. I was like, no, I'm fine. I don't need the picture. I have the picture. My parents are happy enough. They had my celebration. They had the thing. They have the stuff. That they see I'm doing well, but like literally that degree, it was just a waste of time. You know what? Sometimes you need to learn what's bad in the world to know what's good.
Yo, speaking of that, right? Talking about waste of time. I'm going to rewind a little bit for you guys, right? So there's 2 core brotherhoods, right? There's the main core that we all started off in and we all bonded and we all still know each other to this day and we're still in group chats. Then there was a secondary brotherhood. Bro, how many times did you and me be on 12-hour Zoom calls? How many times were we on weekly or every other day Zoom calls with these guys, locking in, teaching them, getting their skills on?
All the time, bro. All the time. Too many times.
How much value were we offering and giving them, bro?
Oh, a lot. Oh, you want to get into that? The whole falling out?
Yeah, speaking of waste of time, we'll get into that real quick.
Just dumbasses, bro. I don't understand. They thought I was a scammer. They thought Chris was a scammer. And then they thought I was a scammer.
It's not even that they thought that. They went out of their way to call us that, knowing damn well we're offering them value every day and making money and doing things and making shit happen.
So I'm the most credible person in this whole group, and they think I'm scamming. And I'm like, I work for Fresh and Fit. How am I scamming? And they went to go tell my co-workers or the people in my CEO network. I don't want to say dumb co-workers, but basically like my people, they went to go tell them like, yo, I think Bayethe scamming me over here and doing this stuff. And he's selling service. Bayethe's selling services to the people in Fresh and Fit. I was like, they're like, yeah, he runs a website development business. And he was like, well, you said we're not allowed. It's like, because we're not allowed to sell services because like the one guy who's like a trading thing was trying to like pitch himself and do all this stuff like that. It's like, well, and they're like, well, if you're like explicitly like every time making the whole point about like putting your whole thing, like trying to have people pay you, that's a different story. But like he's already validated, checked up and everything. And
vetted. You're vetted.
He's already vetted. And like you know him, he does
Which
websites.
Was their logic.
If they need a website, that's what he does. You call him on the side, he does the website for you, and you pay him.
Right.
And so it was like, he's not a scammer. We know he does. Like we pay him too. for some websites too as well, for some work too as well.
Right.
So they're sitting there confused, like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, the Chris dude, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, Chris fine and shady, but like, he's nothing. Like, did he tell you to buy anything? No. They're like, no. Did you pay for anything? No.
Because we weren't trying to do that. We were hiring these guys because we put them on a game.
Did you get scammed at all? No. Did you make money? Kind of, yeah. So what's the issue? Well, he just seems doubtful of like what his background is and how he even came to be for the stuff he has and stuff. Like, he just want to tell us like how he made his money and stuff, because it seems like scamming. And it's like, does he have to tell you? No. So why is it doubtful? Well, because I want to know. Like, what the fuck? Like, so basically they doubted you because you wouldn't tell them how you made your money and everything.
I told them how I made my money. I was telling them, like, e-commerce, go on Shopify, go and set up your thing. That's how we did this, right?
Yeah, but here's the problem. They're come from a small world where they don't even understand. They're like, think about, these people only come from like knowing about corporate titles and stuff.
Right, and I had those too, and they didn't.
So they didn't really understand what it meant to
be an entrepreneur.
Not just an entrepreneur, or to do digital marketing.
Yeah. So
they didn't know anything. They didn't know anything about digital marketing at all. Okay. And like, you could literally, they didn't know, like, you can literally walk into a business, sell them on like, yo, I'll do the marketing for them. They sign a contract and you just do that.
Like you just did right now.
Yes. Yes. They don't know that you can just do that.
They didn't know that
they're so used to their corporate job and everything. They didn't know you could do that. Like, because, like, I told him, like, yo, bro.
It's funny. It's funny how the brothers have similar skills, right? It's funny how when you hang out, you influence one another, bro.
Bro, like, when you go to Miami, I'm telling you, when you come to Miami, it's the marketing capital. It's all about marketing. Everything's marketing.
And where was I born, brother? Where the fuck am I from?
Yeah. So everything's marketing down here. You can literally, like, when I was hanging out with Gus, literally, he'll walk into a business.
We had the same skills, right?
Yeah.
Me and Gus were the same on the outside. I mean, like, our skills are the fucking same on paper.
He will literally walk into a business, tell them to do marketing, everything for them. They'll give them the EIN number, all this information and stuff, get them, and next thing you know, they're running ads, and boom, they're doing, next thing you know, everything. It's like,
add value.
It's marketing, but like, that, you try to tell that to someone who's not in Miami, I'm telling you right now, it seemed like a scam. I'm being dead honest. Because if I never been to Miami and Chris told me this, I was confused. I was confused for a long time until I went to Miami and saw it for myself, and I was like, now this makes sense. This is literally a small city, big city thing. This is a profession.
Small mind, big mind.
This is a profession that I believe majority of the time only works in big cities, because the bigger the city, the bigger the competition. The bigger the competition, the more the marketing means, the more investment into marketing to outdo the other person's, outdo the other
skill
people.
set competitively.
Yes. So yeah, so it was like, but like, if you never been there, you never lived through like the environment and stuff, you wouldn't pick up on that thing. So. And they didn't understand that. And when you had one of those dudes in there who was like, well, they were doubtful. And then that doubt of not knowing what he did led to them thinking that he was a scammer.
Even though every single day, every single Zoom call, I'm explicitly outlining in detail, verbatim, what the fuck I do.
Yeah.
Every day. And I'm building videos, and I'm getting in front of the Zoom call, and I'm bringing social proof, and I'm bringing brothers on here to confirm what the fuck we do. And then these motherfuckers go and
they're like, I'm trying to start a business. And it was like, well, what do you do and how do you make money? And it's like, yo, this is what I do. And it's like, wait, but you're starting this business. How is this what you do? well, if I do websites and I start a business making websites, I told them this is what I do. And like, well, you're just starting the business. How are you making money from this? Well, because I do websites.
Right. And
so it's like I'm taking that and turning that into a business, my own entrepreneur business. And they couldn't comprehend it. And that because they lacked the comprehension. Yeah. And it's crazy. So I see these dudes April 1st.
Yeah.
So hold on, I did the whole thing in Castle Club Premium.
Yep.
Make the whole group and everything, the whole thing for the Airbnb. Then comes the CO network. Got these dudes into the CO, like 5 of them into the CO network.
Yeah.
From that people.
Yep.
And then they were at the CO network meeting, and we had them, and had like an Airbnb there too.
Because you made it happen.
Yeah, and so the second Airbnb
like
for
the leader.
Yeah, the second Airbnb, I ran it, and so, but the guy paid for my side of it without even telling me. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? But still, okay, fine, we'll do it. I will go there and everything, and then after that, April 1st, I meet Gus the first time. That was kind of funny in person, April 1st. Then after that. That following week, after like April 6th, 7th, that guy comes, because he lived in Michigan, he comes to my house.
Right.
He drove down there, because he's trying to smash a bitch. I don't know. He was only like a 3-hour drive, so he came down, visit me. We got some food, we got some smoothies and everything. Went to talk to people and stuff, and hanged out, and everything. And then he drove back home. 2 days, 3 days later. Next thing you know, I'm hopping on a phone call in front of everybody and everyone, and he's like, "Yo, bro, give me my money." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay.
I think I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, and I was like, Thursday.
But like he knew that he put you in a position where you weren't ready to do that at that time.
Yeah.
So he went out of his way to like make it as if he was extending grace. But then he went behind your back, formed a mutiny with people, then turned against you, and then asked you for shit that you couldn't do at the time when he was being generous.
Well, not just that, because during the meetup and everything, they're helping paying for what's it called? They helped. What is it called? They bought me food and stuff and everything.
Right.
Like Grace, it's like, yo, I got you, bro. Type of deal stuff. And I'm not trying to ask back for the thing afterwards, but then he asked for my pay me back and everything. It's like, okay, I'll pay you back. Okay, fine. Like, you want me to pay you back? I wasn't ready to pay him back then, but I was like, okay, fine.
And they all knew that you were on the come up at this time.
Yeah,
and
I'm a
if
broke
anything,
college student.
the amount of value that we were offering them for free, they should have been paying for that.
Yeah, I'm a broke college student. Like, honestly, I don't even know how I got that money.
But we're treating it like a brotherhood, so we're like, listen, before we go to war, we're going to put you all on game. We're going to put all each other on game. We're going to make everybody make money, so we're going to lift each other up. And the crazy thing is, while the brotherhood was working, when we work together, we make a lot of moves really fast.
Yeah. And I literally was like, yo, why are you putting me in front of like 15 other dudes on the call, like asking for my money? I'm like, bro, I'll call you on the side and give you money. We'll talk about it. And then, okay, fine. You know what?
Ambush.
So, yeah. So, okay, fine. Whatever. Let's get out of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was like, fine, whatever. You want your money? Fine. Send it to you. Whatever. It solved this disagreement. Fuck it. So, I asked him how much. He's like $650.
I remember he raised it on you.
And
I remember he raised it on you.
I sent him $650, and then I come to find out later during the next call we had the CO network, because they thought it was a scammer. They brought up in the CO network on the call that he charged me interest.
Yeah, I remember. It made no sense.
I was like,
and we're adding all this extra value that he don't have to pay for. Teaching this motherfucker shit.
I was like, bro, it only been. What, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks?
I remember.
It was March 29th was the meetup, the CEO Network meetup. I think we got there, March 29th was the Saturday. I think we got there on the Thursday for the Airbnb, and we left on April 1st. So if March 29th was the Saturday, Sunday is the 30th. Monday is the 1st.
The event we were there for. That
so I left on the 1st. Well, the Airbnb was booked into like the Monday or something, or Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Because we went to the shooting range then.
Bro, yeah, we'll talk about that.
And then next thing I know, I'm like, okay, what the no. Shooting range was the first time. Never mind. The first Council Club meetup. But then I'm like, okay. 2 weeks later. No, not even 2 weeks. This is 10 days. Because this all happened on April 9th or April 10th. So literally 10 days later, he said he charged me interest. I was like, what kind of interest you charge? I think you charged me over like $150 on interest. I'm like, in 10 days?
That math reminds me of a certain group of people.
Bro, and everyone knew in the group, we all hated that people, and you did the same exact thing. You charged a brother interest of 150, bro.
And
like,
he did this you didn't even ask him to do it. He just did it.
So bro, like play. You asked, because like here's the thing. I was like, yo, he asked for his money. I asked him how much. He told me how much. And I sent him that much.
Yeah.
And then I'm not the one who did question how much the amount was or anything, because I was like, I'll trust you. Right. But then I trusted him. The next thing you know, he backstabbed me with interest. Bro, he makes 6 figures. I'm a broke college student, and you're charging me interest.
And I think he actually owned a house too.
Yeah.
Like he was good in the world. He wasn't hurting. He wasn't suffering. He wanted power over you.
Yeah.
In a very homosexual way. Homo.
Yeah. And he's one of the dudes I got in the CEO network. So then next thing you know, they're asking me on the call that night, April 9th, they're asking me on the call basically to like how you know Chris, like is Chris paying, what is Chris doing? They want me to show like stamps of like Chris paying me and stuff. I'm like, bro, it's just I build websites, paying for my program.
We're collaborating.
Yeah.
And like I'm taking care of you on that.
And they're like,
I remember seeing my charges coming up for you.
But there was a problem with this was they were calling me.
I remember that.
They were calling me. They're FaceTiming me, and I don't have an iPhone. So they're FaceTiming me on my iPad.
Yeah. And
for some reason, my iPad couldn't withstand 15 people and everything on the call.
Right.
And just kept shutting down.
Right.
Just kept restarting. So it just made it even worse.
So they're thinking that you're hanging up when you're not.
No, yeah. They think I'm dodging him. Like, yo, bro, I don't have an iPad, bro. And I don't have an iPhone, bro. Like, this iPad.
He's a tech guy.
2024. This is 2025. This iPad is from 2021. So it's like, what the fuck? So they're like, yo, bro, you shady, what the fuck? And they kicked me out the whole iMessage group or whatever something.
Boo fucking hell.
I was like, what? And they all unfollowed me. I was like, what the hell? What is your problem? And then next thing you know, we move on to the next phase, which was the call on CEO Network. I think it was on the Saturday or on Sunday. And I told the CEO Network beforehand. They're like, all right, we'll see you on the call. And then I think I had
right before you get to that moment though, let me catch people up on a piece that you've skipped here, right? So right behind you is a website that I had Bayethe make because me and Bayethe we're leading these groups, right? Mm-hmm. And we're putting these boys on game, and we're like, one of the first things that me and Bayethe realized is we're a brotherhood. And if we're gonna lift the brotherhood up, we gotta be able to have the ability to, if we want to go to war, if we want to go to excellence, if we want to go to the next level, we need to make sure everybody's got money. Mm-hmm. And a couple of different dudes in there were making some cash, but a couple dudes weren't, right? So we created the way for them to be there. Now, if you look behind Bayethe right there, this is a website Bayethe built. And
so long ago. My skills improved. So this is one of the first websites I've ever made.
Really? Okay, shit. Yeah, because he made the matchmaker one too. And I was giving you directions on how to do it because I've already been seasoned in the game. I already know how to do all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you're building this based on what I'm telling you to build your skills. And what is my one skill? What is the one thing that I'm best known at in the world of all money-making corporations and getting clients? Scaling profits, right? As soon as you make that first dollar and you start going up, you're scaling, right?
This website sucks compared to the ones I make now.
Yeah. So, okay, whatever. At the time, right, what are we doing? We're building out a way for you to become a member, join Revenue Mentor. So here's the thing. To make this website, at the time, I am known for Matchmaker, and I'm doing Matchmaker. Bayethe says, yo, Chris, the skills that you got in sales and marketing and advertising, the way that you talk, the way that you close deals with me and all the deals that we've been making, I need you to provide value to the guys that I'm talking to. And if you do this, I'm telling you, we can make a website, or we can find a way to build a platform for these guys, and we can put these guys on game, and you are the missing link. They need you. He said basically take a break from Matchmaker. Go all in on this. And I said, you know what, Bayethe? I'm gonna listen to you. Let's go all in, right?
Yeah, it was working because these dudes needed sales skills,
and they didn't have it. So basically, a man without sales skills is kind of like a cuck in a relationship. It's like you're walking around blind in the world of like the business world.
It's like
fucked in every direction.
It's like, how do you? So it's like all these dudes in the Castle Club Premium, they wanted to start a business, but they didn't have the money for marketing, and they didn't have the sales skills to close sales to get the money for the marketing. So
fuckers, dude.
It was like, yo, so you can't get sales because you have no marketing, but you can't do the marketing without sales.
Okay, so you and me had closed deals already. You've seen my skills in real life. Can you fake that? Can you fake having real world skills?
No.
So they're looking at me, and we know what starts to happen. What starts to build up in their heart? Jealousy, right? And you pointed that out to me. And we had been dealing with this from the other blue-pilled guys that were joining the Red Pill Castle Club, that they kept dealing with power and jealousy. And they wanted to be high up. And I told you before, in my life out here in Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Boca Raton and all these places in Orlando, I've been popular my whole life. I was prepared for this shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. But for them, power and cloud in their head started getting like evil.
They don't understand how someone like you, because like I will give this to them, where you're someone who made a lot of money in their thing, and who's debt free.
Damn right.
Which they're not used to, living life in one of the most expensive cities.
Damn right.
And being able to, and not having a solidified job, in a sense, like
at that time.
in their eyes, like as a corporate or something,
because they don't understand client acquisition.
And they're like,
because in their mind, for you to make money, you have to be working a corporate position, and you have to have a title like manager or a CFO or some shit. But like at that time, I'm locking in members, I'm locking in clients. You're doing that shit right now. That's the move.
Yeah, but it's like they looked at it as like, okay, what does this dude do? Like, why is it credible? Instead of looking at that, look at his actions and see if you can benefit anything from listening to him, and see if you can go forward from that. Because it doesn't matter how he acts; it matters
the results.
If the results was matter. So if he's a net positive, doesn't matter how he reacts or anything. It matters just like, did you learn something? Can you benefit from it?
So at this point in time, we build this website to teach them and platform them, right? So the first thing that I'm offering right here is like, this whole thing is about scaling your profits. Become a member today, right? Look, the best networking solutions, the best dating solutions. We threw that in there because I'm known as matchmaker. Mm-hmm. So it all has like a purpose for the guys at the time. Best scaling solutions, right? So here we have sales, marketing, advertising, e-commerce, networking, matchmaker locals, because that's what I'm known for at the time. Shout out to Kendall. He made this, by the way, right? And did that artwork. My dog is known for creating all the fresh and fit artwork that you know and love. What are we talking about? Sales funnel optimization, something I'm known for. Brand positioning and marketing, something I'm known for at this time, right? Here's our ultra plans. Look, check out here. We have monthly memberships for business to business is what I'm teaching the guys. So we're putting them in Zoom calls and we're teaching them how to offer these skills to businesses. You walk into a business and you offer a business more sales, they're going to say, yes, we want you. You offer them more marketing, they're going to say, yes, we want you. We'll do your advertising, yes, we want you. That's all I've ever been trained in. Here, yearly. There's the 50 million, 25 million, 10 million. Go ahead. Do your thing. And so basically, the whole point of this is that you see that we offered memberships for this is not for like the average person. This is not for like your local peer in the free market. I'm saying if we want to make money with these guys, if we want to teach them how to make cash, we need to start creating, like entry level. This is, you're about to charge a guy right now $150 a month, right? You see where the number comes from? Bayethe, you are using the same number. You're using the same number with that guy to maintain fucking services, and I use the same number because it's the same fucking formula for everything. Everyone uses the same shit when it's a business to business, and your guy is not in the free market. Your guy is a corporate. He's a business. So you are B2B, and that was the whole point of this, was B2B, right? So now I'm out here and I'm like doing here. We got the yearly ones, right? We have a $50 million yearly option for companies of that size, and that is a number to challenge you. So if the number is 50 million and you want to pay 10 million, we'll accept that, whatever it is, right? It's about deals at the end of the day. So it's a menu, it's all laid out, but negotiations on the table, deals are on the table. And when you have that brotherhood that we have at that size, and it's like 10 or 20 different fucking people, and we're moving, it all starts to make sense. It all starts to add up. It all has a scale to it. So you see that the business structure is there, and what you're getting in terms of ROI, what's offered on the menu is there. So I remember what happens is you make me aware, these motherfuckers are getting jealous of you, right? And one of the dudes, he started talking to you about this number specifically. One of the dudes could not stop talking about this fucking number with you. And he's like, who has that? Who did it? Who made that? And he like kept questioning you. So let's talk about you and me are in this group. Between you and me, who gets kicked out first and why?
Oh, no. So Chris got kicked out first. So what ended up happening was, the CEO had a conversation. Bro, I hated that call.
Ambush.
So, no, this is the second call. The first call was like just on the Castle Club guys. The second call here was the CEO Network guys. This shit was crazy. Where...
the day that they kicked me out, I renewed my membership for the monthly, like it was renewing monthly. So they took the money and kicked me out.
So I learned about...
But I use a credit card, motherfucker.
I learned about the whole... the dude charged me interest in that call. And your iPad... No. It wasn't the first call. The iPad was the first call.
Okay.
The second call was the CEO Network, which was the Zoom call. And I learned about the whole thing then. About the whole shit. About him charging me interest. And I'm like...
He waited for a very specific time.
And the dudes in the CEO Network were laughing.
He wanted to make you look a certain... one thing in the red pill, you never make your brother look bad.
And I was
in front of women, in front of your friends, you never make your brother look bad.
And I was like, bro, this dude just charged me interest. Like, your brother here just charged me interest, and we're all just okay on that.
Operating on good faith.
We're all just okay with that, and they're like, well, you did not agree on paying the. Well, it doesn't matter. Where's his interest, regardless of the thing. But it was also on him for not making sure I can confirm when I can pay and stuff. So you can't. The dude entered the thing saying, I got you, and not solidifying a date where I can pay him. But then next thing you know, he starts haggling for my money. When again, he still dude makes six figures. This is $650. No, not $600. This is what, $550. I don't even know how much the regular thing was. But it was $550 or something. And it was like, bro. And then he haggles me for that much. And I was like, and then he charged me interest on top of that.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing about it in the group. I'm like, okay, bro. Okay. This is how it's going to be. Because they were treating it like they're the dads and a bunch of sons are just fighting over some bullshit.
So let me say this. In terms of value, I'm better off in the guest frame. I pitch Matchmaker, go on the show as a guest. Fresh launches a show, runs 5 episodes in that frame. As a good supportive faith and a good supportive brother, I say, fuck it. I'll go all out on this thing till I show you guys love. Now I'm in there. I'm giving the guy support. I'm seasoned. I'm in there. I'm offering value. Great with girls, great with guns, great with business. Lifting these motherfuckers up. I get kicked out first. You get kicked out second. Why do I get kicked out? And then why do you get kicked out?
A lot of them only knew you for Matchmaker. And the stigmata on you. A lot of them thought you were just a weird guy. I don't know. At first they thought, because the whole Brett thing kind of made it weird, and everyone thought you were just weird. Which was kind of funny, the whole Brett thing at the very beginning.
Yo, me and Brett been talking lately. Homie
yeah,
school.
I know. So it's, and then they couldn't understand, like,
it was like old man energy versus like my high energy type.
Yeah. So, like, they told me, like, they like the CO network to be stagnant, basically stable, nothing new, day to day things, retarded shit. And I'm like, okay, and I come in new energy, and they're like, okay, fine, just don't, just like, they're treating me like a kid just playing in the corner with a toy. I was like, okay, but now, and then next thing you know, I have too many kids playing in the corner, and then they had to come over there and break the whole thing up. Okay, what's happening? And basically, those guys came in. They're all saying what they thought and everything. And the dudes were, and CU Network were like, bro, what the fuck? Like, dude works with Fresh and Fit for a period of time. Works with Bills and stuff.
You're best known.
Works with
You're
Bills.
best known. You're
works with,
best known.
Works with Casey. Works with
Casey Redbeard.
Yeah,
Bold boy.
works for
Bold
Fresh.
boy's
Does
friend.
things for Fresh. Working like do things remote. Like,
You're literally known as like Fresh's right hand man at this point in time to the people.
I won't say right hand man. That's more so Jay, but like this is like the tech guy
after him.
Like anything tech or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like and they were like, they're like, yo, why? So he thinks he's a scammer? Well, because he's affiliated with Chris. And I was like, so that should even make Chris even more credible, because you have a credible person affiliated with somebody else. So, but if you doubt that somebody else, you should ask the credible person about that somebody. And like, you don't believe someone who works for Fresh and Fit,
who's been vetted,
and who's been vetted,
and we both been vetted,
and so
thoroughly at this point in time.
Ask someone else who's vetted that person about the situation, and they're saying the same thing as me, and they're like, oh, okay.
Keep in mind,
So
you're out there booking Airbnbs for these boys. I'm out here driving these guys, taking them places, introducing them to my personal network. That includes a lot of influencers, celebrities, and hot ass girls, man.
So basically, overall, they jumped the gun. Didn't even know what to say, and basically,
that's right,
a lot of the group, like a lot of the guys in that group, a lot of them jumped the gun, and some of the guys just didn't say anything and just went with it, and it was like. It was basically a whole mutiny, because I was like the leader of the whole group. Yeah. It was a whole mutiny. Yeah. So it was like, what the fuck? And then later, literally, like after that, because there was a lot of heat on me for that. And then next thing you know, I got kicked out of the network and the whole freshman community because of they saw me as affiliated with the dudes from the city groups that they kicked out.
Yo, Dantes, I want to ask you a question real quick. Dantes is here? Is Dantes here?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, if he,
I think he left. But basically, they saw me there. It's like, yo, why are you affiliated? They didn't even ask me. And I was like, bro, because I do work. They want my services.
Yeah.
I do work for them. What let me do? I'm a broke college student trying to make money in whatever I can.
Facts.
So because you don't like them, I should not do business with them? My business and my personal are two different things.
Bro, when Dantes found out that I got kicked out, shocked as fuck. When Dantes found out you and I got kicked out, shocked as fuck.
Yeah, everyone's shocked.
Like, how the fuck? Those boys offer the most value.
Yo, and then they're like, what the hell? And I'm like, okay, so I'm a broke college student, trying to make money, start my own business, doing website builds. They wanted my services to do website builds, but you wanted me to stop that and say no to them because you guys had beef with them. And you're like,
what was the beef? What was the beef?
They're like, well, Well, it's a loyalty thing. Loyalty?
You provided the most value. I provided the most value. What were we
I
talking about?
provided the most value of all you dudes.
What are we
I
talking
brought
about?
5 people in here.
Bro, you brought.
I promoted the CEO network so much. Everyone in here liked the CEO. No one knew about it.
How many people you brought in, Bayethe?
Like these 5.
Bro, it felt like you was doing it a lot.
Which
A lot
5, which was like
five, fine, whatever. It felt like you were doing it a lot more. If they let you keep going, it'd probably be a lot more by now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's like what you were doing. It's like it was just natural to you.
Yeah. And I had provided so much value to the thing. And they're like, just to get kicked out for not even being asked any questions or anything. And just keep gone.
Bro, not a chance. Just, hey, we don't like this. And then some retarded ass motherfucker said something along the lines of like, yeah, we're going to handle it like a bleed and we're just going to cut off the bleed right now. That's some stupid fucking shit.
Well, it was like
some disloyal, dishonest, not thorough bullshit. Some crap that doesn't actually apply to the situation.
Like, it was just basically it said it wasn't a good look. And I was like,
look to who, motherfucker? It's a private network. Look for who?
I was like, who exactly? I was like, is this a brotherhood?
Cap.
So a good
there ain't no
look to
fucking
who?
brotherhood when you act like that.
Like a good look to who? Like, bro, like I already have the best look of everybody, and then you said, "Yo, it's not good looking because I'm associated." Bro,
built a great reputation.
They have my services. They're utilizing my platform
that you built, that you brought to the table, that you added value from,
high level,
that you taught them on.
It was a high level
that would make
thing.
their life better.
It was about high level. They wanted high website bills and everything. They're paying me, so they're like, so you want me like, okay, loyal, okay. I don't. Are you guys paying my bills? No.
But the way that you're operating, your work will pay theirs.
I'm paying them.
The way I'm about to do
subscription.
All I have is experience in B2B.
I was paying what? I paid over the whole year. That was a whole year. I paid like $1,200 to Fresh. The Can We CEO Network?
Yeah, I remember that. And you bought all the domains and you bought all the stuff to make sure that they had it and nobody paid you for anything.
I think they paid me some for some of the domains, but like I was paying for shit and
everybody believes in some larger than life opportunity that isn't there.
And I'm like, so I provide all this value and you guys just throw me out off of a thing of like
a fake rumor that they made a mutiny.
Like of you being affiliated. It was like, yo, it's too much heat in one weekend. I was like, what? That's where we're at now? So
no loyalty, motherfucker.
I was just expendable this whole time. Okay.
You were expendable the whole time. That's not brotherhood.
Yeah, so it's like, bro.
Things are good when they're good. We like it when you're doing good.
Well, I'll always be grateful to your network because I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
I'm not saying not grateful. I'm talking about the specifics of that situation.
But it was like, bro. Like,
experiences were good, man. I ain't got beef with nobody.
I was really upset. Like, that really hurt.
I remember, for me, okay, you told me something that I liked it a lot, the way that you said it. You said, Chris, you came in a complete person, you didn't really need that, and you left a complete person, and you didn't really need that. But I do remember it really hurt. It really hurt you.
Yeah.
Because you put a lot of skin in the game.
Yeah, investment, time, money.
I did too, but we're just at different stages of life at this point.
Time, money, investment.
Yeah.
I put a lot of stuff into that, and you
had a little disbelief in there too, yeah? Would you say?
What do you mean?
Did you feel like disbelief that you'd be treated like that?
Yeah. It was like, bro, you already know who I am. You already know what I do. I already told you guys this. I do website builds. Do I discriminate who my clients are? You want me to discriminate who my clients are now? When you're not paying me.
Facts.
It's like, so about loyalty. Well, you should make less money because you're loyal to the cause that you're donating money to.
Who told you that?
No, it's basically the situation.
The mindset.
It was basically like, yo. I'm like, what?
That's cap.
He's like, yo. So, but anyways, yeah, it was a whole bullshit situation. But yeah, they basically excommunicated me of literally not just the Castle Club, There's Council Club Premium, the Discord, the CO network, the Telegram, everything.
You know,
they canceled my subscriptions, all that shit.
The thing that I remember at the time is that you were feeling hurt, and that is right, and that is the way you should have felt, because the way that you were moving, you were like the face of the fucking CEO network to everybody. That's the truth. Everybody felt like you were the face of that shit. For me, like when it happened, honestly, I felt free. I felt like, thank the fuck God. Because I'm offering all this value and these motherfuckers are not reciprocating. There's no ROI here. What the fuck, dude? I'm free to go do what I really wanted to do, which was build a platform and invite motherfuckers on. And you can never understand after, especially what just happened to me, how grateful I am to be here, how grateful I am to see you and have this conversation with my brother fucking Bayethe for the moves that we're about to make in the future here, boy.
Yeah, it was like, and this, they really didn't really care. It's just it was some bullshit. It really was like along the lines of like, and it's like, why overall, why does it matter who my client is?
Yeah, it was a very blue-pilled way to handle the situation.
Like, why does it matter to you who my client is?
Their definition of brotherhood does not match how that played out. The definition itself doesn't even match how it played out.
Right, that's my client. That's my client.
Right.
Like, I am. So, like, I'm already down bad, and you want me to discriminate who my clients are because it's like, yo, this is not a cult, bro. This is not a cult. So, but funny. Anyways, yeah, it was so. But all in all, and I think what happening, like the whole Discord fell through later on, and they had to renew the whole Discord all over again.
Bro,
and they invited.
I still hate Discord. Fuck
they invited everybody. So like, bro, the Discord server got nuked like 3 times.
I'm gonna read you the definition of brotherhood. Brotherhood refers to the bond of affection, loyalty, and solidarity shared between brothers. It broadly encompasses deep feelings of kinship and support amongst close friends, members of an organization, or all of humanity. Were you treated that way?
It was almost like father or son type of deal. It was like getting sunned.
Yeah, man. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Child's was more of the brotherhood. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I don't even know this.
I was never in CEO Network.
I don't know if the CEO Network is still going on. I think it is. But
like, I don't want to make things very clear. That didn't affect our relationships with anyone. Those group of dudes that were fake fuckers, fuck them. But like in real life, we love all the people over there. We want to make it very clear. Love Marin, love Fresh, love Icy, love Big Mo, love I said Marin for Aaron, bro. Bills, bro. We talked to them more since we left. We're locked in with them more in real life. That group of fuckers was just like a weird little bump in time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So, but that's here or there. It's in the past.
It's way.
But basically,
can't believe it's been.
I couldn't even watch. I don't think I ever watched like a whole after hours since then. It was hard. It was hard, literally, to watch like Fresh Fit or After Hours since then. I mean, I watched Myron's political stuff time to time.
Shout out to Myron.
But and the Night Train stuff, that was fun. But like After Hours since then, it was just I don't think I ever watched. I used to watch all the After Hours. Like all of them.
I have nothing but great things to say about these guys.
After that, it was just hard because it's just like it just didn't feel the same. Like I just felt like it's like ex community, like yo, because I want to be part of it and everything, and I couldn't be part of the experience no more.
You were an essential piece. You were an essential part of the experience, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so. Yeah, so it was just weird. But anyways, moved on from there. Like, I still work for them. I still do things for them.
Yeah, no, again,
Everything.
like I said,
It's crazy.
Shout out to Myron. Invited me over to his house, which is the Fresh and Fit studio. Shout out to Fresh. He's done nothing but drive me places, invite me in his Rolls Royce, take me out to strip clubs, enjoy his fucking birthday. Shout out to Jay Bills. I've done nothing but like hang out with him, go to restaurants, hang out at fucking events, the event that you organized together. Shout out to Big Mo, who saved my life. Shout out to Icy, who's been nothing but a sweet princess, sweetheart. Love that girl, and she's super kind. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Aaron, bro. Aaron is a fucking legend. Aaron, bro, I saw him in February. I talked to him on Instagram from time to time. Aaron, you are a fucking G. Shout out to Detox. Love the main core group, but the politics of that club got fucking weird. At that time. That was a year ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. It's about to be 5 o'clock. And I still want to talk to you about the contract house. I still want to talk to you about what you and me are doing with the Upwork agency. I still want to talk about anime and Pokemon and all that stuff. But at the same time, you and me both have to go to Aventura Mall. What's the vibes right now?
Yeah, I got to call him. So.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a moment. You guys got 2 hours and 9 minutes of me and Bayethe. We might have to split this in part 1, part 2. But, yo, get used to it, man, because me and Bayethe got a whole season coming up for you guys that you don't even know about.
Let's do this.
Bayethe, before we go anywhere, you got to close this out, man. You got to give them the final word on what the fuck is going on in the future over here at the 5-Star live stream.
Well, you might see me more often. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, motherfucker. But this has been overdue, well needed. How long have I told you to come on this podcast, Bayethe?
2 weeks, like a year now?
Like a fucking year now, man. Hey, you guys are going to see more of it. Stay tuned. Stay fresh. Stay sharp. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. We love each and every one of you guys, man. You are some legendary people that we absolutely care about. You mean a lot to us. Mm-hmm. And for all those people that committed a mutiny, I'm glad that me and Bayethe finally got to air that out. Fuck each and every one of you in the ass with an AIDS dick. Bitch, we don't like you for nothing. Peace out.